Welcome back, crazy people, to another epic episode of Mac Music Review. Today we're going to be looking at, I don't need this until later. Today we're looking at the best songs of 2021. It took me a long time to get to this point to record this video because I don't even know. I've been busy, I guess, with Christmas and work and vacation. Stuff's been happening, man. And we'll see if I can upload anything this week. I'm going to be busy later. But here it is, best songs of 2021. Start with number 20. At number 20, I have the song Fair Trade by Drake. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, seems like a fair trade to me. That's a pretty tragic bar. And I feel like it's almost coming from an authentic place. With Drake, it's always hard to tell how authentic he's really being. This is a song that tunes into his moodiness and his darkness, which is also kind of, it's a very listenable song. It's a kind of a banger, like a more low-key banger. Travis Scott does a good job. It's just a great rap song. And there were a couple songs from Certified Lover Boy I could have put in the number 20 spot on my top 20 songs. I wanted to put one song from that because I think the album had some great songs. I'll link that video in the description where I, show Certified Lover Boy some love. But, Fair Trade. It's a great song. My number 19 is Wooden Soldiers by Modest Mouse. I think it's a little bit sad and a little bit strange that this song isn't higher on this list, but there really were like a bunch of other songs that I end up liking more, even though this is probably my favorite song. I'll say it. This is my favorite song off of that Modest Mouse record. And, I like this song a lot. It's a really great song. The lyrics are good. The music's good. It's pretty dynamic. I like the bridge. I like that conclusion. The Just Being Here Now Is Enough For Me refrain is one of the best refrains of the year. It's just all around a great song. Go ahead and check it out. My number 18 is the song Teen X by Playboi Carti, and Future feature on there as well. Whole Lotta Red had a lot of really great songs, and it was really hard to pick one song to be in this because I decided for this top 20 songs because there was so much great music this year and so many artists that I wanted to represent, and show some love to some people that didn't get a lot of love in my top 10 albums. I'll link that in the description. But this is the song from Whole Lotta Red that I came back to the most. Teen X is really just a banger. It's just a bop. I saw Playboi Carti live on December 23rd in Atlanta, and he did like a remixed version of the song with like electric guitar, and it sounds immaculate. I think it sounds better than this version, but this version alone is already pretty amazing. Future does a really great job, a killer guest feature from Future. Go ahead and check out this song, guys. It's pretty cool. At number 17, I have Dead Right Now by Lil Nas X. This song should have been a hit, man. Dead Right Now is a certified banger, bro. This song, just the flow is fantastic. The beat is fantastic. Those angelic vocals that come in for a few seconds. Just a couple angelic seconds, man. The hook is so good. The horns are so good. I had to pick between Industry Baby and Dead Right Now. And I'm going with Dead Right Now because, man, that song is just an absolute banger. Please check this out, guys. Lil Nas X slayed on this song. My number 16 is Black Dog by Arlo Parks. Black Dog, man. It's a good song. It's a really good song. And you know what? Collapsed in Sunbeams is a really good album as well. It's an album that I really, really liked at the beginning of the year. And then, it was one of those really early albums that just hasn't lasted for me. The months kept passing and I just listened to other music, and other music was better. But hey, guys, Black Dog. It's a really good song. Go check it out. Back to Oz by Sufjan Stevens. Guys, Back to Oz is kind of like a mediocre movie. It's not great. But the song Back to Oz, inspired by the movie Back to Oz, is like amazing. I think the movie is called Return to Oz. But man, this song is beautiful. It's a little bit haunting. It's majestic. The music video captures so many emotions. Sufjan's voice captures so many emotions. It's just one of those songs that makes you say, wow, this is that kind of special song. They don't make them like this. They don't make a lot of songs that sound this amazing. But, yeah, go check it out. My number 14 is Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, also known as Silk Sonic. This right here is an absolutely majestic, magnificent, perfect piece of R&B pop, I guess. It's just the textures is just the textures musically and vocally is just like a fine cloth. It's just such a nice song. It's such a good vibe, and it's just like a perfect song. That's all I gotta say. My number 13 is Long Lost by Lord Huron. Huron? I don't know how his name is pronounced. I feel a little bit bad for not shouting out this album, Long Lost, on my best albums of 2021, I mean. And so I kind of want to make up for it by like shouting out this song and putting it kind of high on this list of the top 20 songs of 2021. It's an amazing song. I mean, it's the title track for the album. And really, I could have picked a number of songs from the album because it's a really beautiful album with just these really beautiful, like, singer-songwriter, kind of Fleet Foxes style jams. And I just love this song. It's just beautiful and wonderful, and it captures a specific feeling, and it's really great. Long Lost. It's an awesome song. My number 12 is Fair by Derek Minor. Derek Minor is in a really weird place in the Christian rap, Christian hip-hop scene, because he's not in Humble Beast Records, he's not affiliated with Humble Beast, and he's not Reach Records affiliated either. He used to be, when he went by the name Pro, but then he dropped the Pro name and went by Derek Minor and made some of the best Christian rap of the 2010s. I mean, with it mostly in the form of EPs, and then he did that album, The Trap, which is really great. A lot of people sleeping on it. And guys, Fair is ruthlessly optimistic. I mean, just absolutely ruthlessly upbeat. And it's a great time. It's a really fun song and one of the best rap songs of 2021. For my number 11, I wanted to shout out something else that didn't get any love in my best albums of 2021 list. I keep trying to say 2021 list. And that is the song Into Love Again by The Knot Twist. This song comes from an album called Vertigo Days, and it got absolutely no love or attention or anything. It got nothing from any critics, from anybody. I mean, it's kind of sad. I found about the album on AllMusic. I've never even heard of the band before, and it's a really, really good album that just unfortunately did not make it into my top 10 albums of 2021. I don't even know if I shouted out in the honorable mentions. I might not have, because there were so many other honorable mentions I wanted to show some love. But guys, Into Love Again is like a ballad. From the album is called Vertigo Days, and it's just a really nice song, and it's great. And the album has a lot of other great songs, and it's a really good album. Once again, I just feel bad for it not making it onto my 2021 albums video. Anyway, check it out. Show The Knot Twist some love. We've made it into the top 10, and who better to crack the top 10 than Tyler, the Creator, and Lil Wayne with the song Hot Wind Blows. Everything about Hot Wind Blows is fantastic. I mean, the production, those vocals, the sample. Lil Wayne's verse is fantastic on this. Tyler's verse and presence is fantastic. There's a lot of good features on that album, but like this one probably takes the cake. Lil Wayne just absolutely murders his part. The speed, the hype, but it's also kind of beautiful. It's like mixing some elements of Flower Boy. I'm getting some Flower Boy vibes, but also with more high energy. And like, it's just everything I love about Tyler, the Creator, and a little bit more. Like, Hot Wind Blows, fantastic song. My number 9 is it hits me like in the top 3 or whatever of the songs I had on repeat the most in 2021, and that is the song Mazel Tov by Pogo. Mazel Tov is a really good Pogo song, and if you're not familiar with Pogo, he is a DJ, electronic music guy. He's pretty under the radar. He has some YouTube videos that have a lot of views. Besides that, he's not very well known. No one really talks about him, but he mixes the audio from movies, like samples audio from movies and Disney movies, specifically in animated movies, and then he like puts his own music over it, and like to mixed results. Some of his stuff isn't great and some of his stuff is amazing, but this song is awesome. The music video isn't great. I think it kind of detracts from the song, when you actually see where the audio is coming from, but just listening to it just on a purely musical level, the song is pretty fantastic. Mazel tov, Pogo, go check it out. My number 8 is Movement 6 by Pharoah Sanders and Floating Points. Promises had a lot of movements, a lot of variations on the same song, which I'm guessing the song would be called Promises if you would name the song. But I believe this is the longest movement, Movement 6. It feels the most complete. It's the most satisfying. It's the most fantastic. I mean, it really is kind of amazing. Like, this is Song of the Year potential right here. And just on a personal level, I liked some other songs more, but I could imagine in a parallel universe, not so different from this one, that this song would be number 1 because it is pretty fantastic. Definitely check it out if you haven't heard it. Track X by Black Country New Roads. Let's go. Black Country New Roads, unfortunately, did not make it into my top 10 albums. It was a fantastic album, one of the best debuts of 2021, easily one of the most exciting new names in music, probably for the 2020s as a whole, because they've already done teasers for their new album, and it already sounds amazing. But Track X is my favorite song from this album. It's just an epic song that's really hard to describe with words. Like, it's not... Black Country New Roads is doing stuff that a lot of people... It doesn't really sound like any other band working right now. It really doesn't sound like anybody else exactly. So you really have to just check it out for yourself and, like it or hate it. But you probably will like it. Track X. My number 6 is Jesus Lord from Donda by Kanye West. I don't know if I had to say that. Tell me if you know someone that needs Jesus Lord. It's a great song, guys. It's a powerful song. It is a powerful song. Jesus Lord. I mean, like, in terms of, like, how powerful it is, I would compare it to Runaway. Like, and, I'm kind of surprised. This was, when I first heard the song, it blew my mind. And then the more I listened to it, the song is extremely long. It's like, well, there's 2 versions of it. And even the less long, the shorter version is also very long. And I don't know if it needs to be that long. And I don't think it's a perfect song. And, the music doesn't really have a lot of progression or change, which is a complaint. But besides that, it's pretty amazing. And Kanye's verse is really good. And Jay Electronica's verse is really good. It's a really good song. You should check it out. My number 5 is Musician by Porter Robinson. And that's why I'm wearing the hat. And I'm going to keep the hat on till the end of the video because, guys, Musician is awesome. This song is just... like, I can imagine, this is one of those songs that it's already grown on me a ton. And, like, a lot of these songs on this list started off, would have been higher on this list, closer to the Song of the Year or Song of the Year. And the more I listen to them, the lower down they got. This is a song where the more I listen to it, I could retroactively put this as the best song of 2021 in the future. When I do my best songs of the decade at the end of the 2020s, this could be number 1. Of this year. I don't know if it's gonna be the best song of the decade, but it could be the best song. I could retroactively think it's the best song of 2021 because Musician is so full of life, so energetic, so passionate. It's awesome. My number 4 moves at a different speed. It's Christmas in June by AJR. When I first heard My Play off of this album, the single My Play and the music video, I was like, this has to be the best AJR song. It has to be. And then I heard Christmas in June, and I didn't like it the first time, and because I thought the lyrics were a little bit strange. The more I listened to it, the more the sentiment, that's the right word, yeah, of the song stood out to me. And now I just think it's such a beautiful song. It's incredible. It's about putting aside everything else in your life and putting a person first. Is what it really is about. If you really dig down to it might not seem like that the first couple of times, but that is what the song is about. Saying, I'm going to put this other stuff aside. You are what matters. And, but also having that struggle of saying there's other things in life that are so demanding and that I care so much about, that I'm so passionate about. Like, can I put that aside to focus on loving this one person? Also, guys, the music is just lovely. It sounds like it's from the Up soundtrack. It's like inspired by the Up, which, AJR has had something to do with Pixar for like a bit. Like, one of their songs was featured in the Soul teaser trailer, which is kind of cool. But Christmas in June, it's a really great song. I love this song. My number 3 is Birthday slash The Pain by For Those I Love. If you had told me there was a better electronic music song, a better electronic song than Musician released in 2021, I wouldn't believe you. But then if you showed me this song, I would kind of immediately be like, yeah, this song it's on another level. It's another league. This is another song that I really thought would be number 1. I surprised myself with my number 1 pick, honestly. But the one I did pick for number 1 just felt right. But this really is a really fantastic song. Yeah, For Those I Love, absolutely yes. Great song. Check it out. Another surprising pick, kind of a last second decision, this song. 30 by Bo Burnham is my number 2. Sammy's right there. Sorry, it's like it's like flipped because I'm looking into a webcam. He's right there, my cat. He's just hanging out. That's cool. He's right there, guys. Anyway, 30 by Bo Burnham. This song is powerful. It's musically, I think it's great. It might seem a little bit simplistic on your first few listens with that electronic music. It also has electronic music. I didn't even realize this. I wouldn't necessarily call it an electronic music song. But Bo Burnham is super earnest on the song. It's extremely powerful. I would say much more powerful in the context of Inside. If you watched the Netflix original special, whatever you want to call it, Inside by Bo Burnham, the visuals that accompany this and precede it are really, they add another level of depth to the song. But 30, it's an existential dread captured in the most fun and boppable way possible. And it hits. It hits. And my number 1 is Last Dance by JPEG Mafia. I have never been a big JPEG Mafia fan. I'm a big Fantano fan, so obviously I have listened, and I have a brother who's a massive JPEG Mafia fan, so I've listened to Veteran, and I don't really get it. I've never really liked Veteran. And then My Heroes Are Cornballs came out, and it's so colorful and expressive and just interesting. More than anything else, it's just so interesting and well put together that it was hard for me to just, turn away and just ignore this presence of a man, of a figure who is JPEG Mafia, Peggy. And then EP came out. I didn't really care. I haven't really been keeping up with the singles. EP2 came out, and I checked it out, and this song blew my socks off. It blew my mind. Last Dance. It is a song that is all about the build. The song is always building to something until it reaches that build, which is where the horns are. It starts off here and it keeps going, and then his flow. I just love this song. It's a weird pick for number 1 because it's like less than 3 minutes long. It's like a little bit over 2 minutes. It's not a long song by any means, and it's not lyrically saying or doing anything really incredible. It's just the flow is so perfect and the music is so ascendant, and the production is just fantastic. And I don't know. I can't really explain why I love this song so much, but Last Dance by JPEG Mafia is the coolest song of 2021, and probably, I think, my favorite song of 2021. And that's all I got for you. And, like I said, there's a lot of songs on this list that could have been number 1. A lot of songs which I consider putting number 1. From Jesus Lord to Birthday the Pain to even back to Oz at one point. I wanted to say that was my favorite song. I was thinking about it. And that, that was number 15. So this list is subject to change. My mind could change, in the next week, and I could put Musician or some other song as number 1. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all watching the video. I appreciate y'all watching. A couple of people watched my best albums video. I appreciate you guys watching that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. What are some of your favorite songs of 2021? Have a great rest of your day.